Hello everyone, back again with another long-term review. Now this one, unlike the last long-term review I did on the iPad mini 6, this is my favorite Apple device, I think, pretty much right now. I love, the iPhone is fine. iPhone 13 Pro Max that I review is great. My MacBook Pro is solid, but the Apple Watch Ultra, I think, is one of their best, if not the best devices they've made in a really long time. I absolutely love this thing, okay? I honestly, and I know this might sound a little, I don't know how it's gonna come out, but I carry an iPhone, so I can carry this watch. If I could attach this to my Z Fold 5, it would be over probably for having an iPhone. Granted, iMessage and FaceTime are nice too, but I love this thing. The thing I love about it the most, right, is that I've beaten the crap out of it, okay? Like, I've beat this poor thing up. That's not my password. I've beaten this poor thing up, like, without any regard. Now, my history with Apple Watches is that I've had the Apple Watch 3. I got the base model of that, and I destroyed it. Okay, I mean, I don't work a lot with hardcore work with my hands or hard labor or anything like that. But the Apple Watch 3, I was just doing some basic. I think I was putting together a bed when we moved, and I had my screwdriver was too close to the floor. It was like at the baseboard, and the watch glass touched the floor, and there was a little pebble. And as I was twisting the screw, the glass just got a nice little kind of chunk taken out of it. And that was pretty soon after this. So it was the aluminum Watch 3. Then I said, okay, well, I heard the stainless steel ones are good. And I had this Apple Watch 4 stainless steel afterward. And that thing, just like this one, was abused to no end, and the screen looks flawless. I wish they could put that screen on the phone, because that Series 4 Apple Watch, I was able to sell it, and it looked like really good. I mean, the sides were a little scratched just from the stainless steel, but it looked really good. Now, for me, I like a big watch face. So when they came out with this one, I was like, oh, I'm going to get that. I started getting used to the watch. You can get used to it. You can carry it around. You can do the Apple Pay. It's just super convenient, right? But when this one came out with the titanium, and I thought to myself, well, it's kind of similar price to stainless steel. Now, I never paid retail. When I bought the stainless steel Series 4, I think it was at Best Buy for $299 on a clearance sale when like the Series 5 was out. Something to that nature, or Micro Center. I don't know if you all have a Micro Center near you, but if you do, you're lucky, because they do these blowout sales sometimes where they'll put last year's model at like a $399, $299 discount for like the stainless steel cellular versions, right? That's how I roll, okay? So I don't pay full price. This watch, when it came out, the 49 millimeter, I was like, that alone, kind of attracted me. When they put it on sale at Costco, it was like $729. It's the only Apple Watch I've ever paid full price for. I always get a sale on stuff, and I was like, I didn't pay full price, but it was $70 off. And I said, I'm gonna try it out. Costco has a nice return policy. Let's see if I like it. I fell in love with this thing. The screen is huge, okay? Is it the most attractive design? No, not necessarily. And again, you can change out the bands. I have a lot of different bands. My favorite is the blue leather cobalt band, or cobalt blue band. It looks really nice with titanium. I should have used that in the video. I go to my mailbox. I pull the mail out. It's a metal box. I pull the mail out. Sometimes the lid falls, and I have the watch on. I'm not thinking about my watch. And that's the good thing about it. You don't even have to think about this watch. The metal mail box top will slam down on my wrist and smack right across this screen here. And it's like nothing happened. Nothing, like this thing, it doesn't even have a scratch on it. Even the titanium, it doesn't have any kind of damage to it. And again, I take this everywhere. I wear this all the time. So again, I love this thing. I honestly, what I've been doing, especially lately since I got the Z Fold 5, is I actually take this with me everywhere. And I leave my Apple phone at home, but I carry the Apple Watch. Unless, my son's got I'm with my son and I want to take photos of him, then I'll take the iPhone for photos and the videos. Because honestly, I do think they take good videos and good photos. But this watch is just amazing. Now, the battery life for me is really good. I get 2 days of full usage. Okay, so I'm on my second day right now. I try to walk, I walk 4 or 5 miles every day, try to do some exercising 3 times a week in addition to that. I'm trying to stay healthy, and I have this watch on me all the time. I mean, you can see my wrist is like white from carrying this watch all the time. And, I'm a little browner than white, right? So it's always on me. It sleep tracks 2 days. Now, if I don't charge it up at all in between, I'll get 2 days of full usage, 2 days of sleep tracking. And then on the third night, I will put it on the charger. And again, it depends if I use it heavy. What I notice that drains the battery a lot is navigate on it. So I'll navigate on the phone. If I keep this on with navigation, I don't really use Apple, navigation. I know you can do it Google now, but then it'll kind of drain. If I take phone calls on it, okay, it'll drain a little bit. But when I go out for my walks or when I go out when I go exercising, I just take the watch, I take my AirPods, and that's it. You don't need anything else. And that's the best thing about this, because the battery in this thing is so good, it can hang. And if you use it real heavy, like you want to navigate on it, you want to just take your AirPods and leave your phone home, there have been videos where people do day in the life and they can, go ahead and do that. And it lasts them the whole day or almost the whole day. For my usage, I try to do the heavier stuff on the phone, like the navigation and what have you. But I'll just take the watch out with an Android phone and leave my iPhone at home. And it'll last me, again, a good day and a half, 2 days. I'll get 2 nights of sleep tracking, sometimes 1. It depends if I do the, heavier stuff on there. And I just charge it up before bed the second night, and then it's good to go. Or if I use it for 2 full days, 2 full nights of sleep tracking, and then the third day, I might not be able to sleep with it. So I'll just put it on the charger. The battery is amazing. Now, I do know that there could be coming a new Ultra watch. Man, I'm so tempted, but I don't really have a reason to get rid of this thing. If the battery life is such that I can last 3 or 4 days, man, I would maybe consider it, because now you're talking Fitbit status. Now, by the way, speaking of Fitbits, I used to use those a lot, but they are just so crappy. I mean, they fall apart all the time. At least for me, I don't know. I'm hard on my watches. So this thing in that way has just been a beast for me. Okay. Again, it's just like I bought it. It doesn't have any issues. It works perfectly fine. The battery's great. I think it's one of the best devices, if not the best device. I wish I could use it with an Android phone. I wish I could just use it by itself without an iPhone. I have no complaints about it. Now, I do know that the chip is I guess the same chip supposedly they've been using since the Series 6 watch. But, it gets great battery life and it works well. It does everything. There's no lag on it or anything like that. So, for me, if you're in the market for an Apple Watch Ultra, now's actually a good time. Or I would say maybe when the Ultra 2 comes out, because you can probably get this pretty cheap. I've seen them as low right now, legitimately sold, like used for $400 or $500. I got the Trail Loop model here. This has been good, but you can switch them out. Now, supposedly they're going to change the hinge on these things, where you're going to need some other kind of connector. I don't know, magnetic connector. I don't know about that. But yeah, this thing is awesome. It even comes in this nice packaging. Makes you feel like you're going on an adventure, right? But you don't really need to be a big adventurer in order to, enjoy this watch. If you think about it, it's the same price as a stainless steel watch. Maybe there's a $50 difference or something like that for the 45 millimeter. You can dress this up too. You can use different bands. I use a titanium band that matches it, and I go out, and go to a nice concert, go to a nice restaurant, whatever, and it looks perfectly fine. You don't need it. You can dress this up. So it's, some people say, well, you need the stainless steel watch to kind of make it look a little nicer, or it's more versatile in that way. That's fine. If that's your prerogative, you want to get the 45 millimeter stainless steel. But to me, for the $50 difference, for the battery life alone, I definitely would go this route. And again, right now you can probably find them like on Swappa, on OfferUp, you know, obviously find a legit seller or a trusted seller. You can probably get them for 500, 550, even 450 right now. So if you're deciding between that and like the next one coming out, that might be, you know, this is serving me well right now. That might be the way to go. And, you know, I've also, you know, gone in the water with it. I know you're not supposed to go in salt water too much, but taking it to the ocean, to the beach, and it works perfectly fine. I don't shower with it or anything like that. I don't really see the point in that, but, you know, it's served me well so far. So anyway, I just, man, praising, just like I did with the 13 Pro Max, total praise on my end. This is like the deal right here. The Apple Watch Ultra, you know, if you can, you know, manage the size of it, I think it's probably the best deal. And I think when the Ultra 2 comes out, given the price points, probably a $300-400 differential, maybe $350 differential, you know, trying to get this, if you can get it used, secondhand market, because a lot of people buy these things and then they realize they don't really want or use a smartwatch, or they just haven't incorporated it into their daily life. I'm full board with this thing. You know, I'm totally like Apple Pay. I leave my iPhone at home so much. I love this thing. To me, it's one of the best, if not the best device that they make. If it could work independently, man, I'd be all for it. Anyway, you know, I keep singing its praises, you know, bow down to the Ultra. I love it. It's great. So that's all I got to say about that. So this is 1 year later with the Apple Watch Ultra. Just wanted to offer my perspective on it. And we'll see you again. I hope you're well. I hope your family's well, and take care of yourself.